A challenge into a duel, a wisdom duel.
Welcome to Wisdom Duels. Hello and welcome to Wisdom Duels. Before the action begins, let's go through the rules of the game. There are two duellers, the questioner and the answerer, the challenger and the defender. The questioner stands and asks the questions and the answerer sits and responds. The questioner leads the debate and signals at the end of his question or statement with a clap, at which point the answerer must respond. The questioner asks the question by making a thesis statement. A thesis statement is a subject combined together with a predicate, and it sounds like this. Take the subject, fundamental particles. It follows they exist. That statement is equivalent to a yes or no question. It means, do fundamental particles exist? After this type of statement, the answerer must give one or two responses, either I accept or why. I accept affirms the truth of the statement and a response of why denies its truth. If the answerer denies a thesis by saying why, the questioner can now either reverse their question, take the subject, fundamental particles, it follows they don't exist. Or the questioner can give a reason to prove their thesis, take the subject, fundamental particles, it follows they exist because they are the fundamental constituents of all emergent phenomena. After stating a reason, the answerer now has two different responses available. She can either say, the reason's not true, or no pervasion. Saying the reason's not true means that the reason is not true of that subject. In other words, it's saying fundamental particles are not the fundamental constituents of all emergent phenomena. Giving an answer of no pervasion means that even though the reason is true of the subject, there's no pervasion or entailment between the reason and the predicate. In other words, if something is the fundamental constituent of all emergent phenomena, it doesn't necessarily exist. Okay, got it. There's one kind of question that can be asked. This is a statement of pervasion. It sounds like this. It follows that if something exists, it's necessarily a fundamental particle. See how it differs from a thesis statement? There's no subject or predicate, just a statement of pervasion. Good. Now if the questioner wants to confirm that everyone's on the same page regarding what's been accepted, he or she can ask the answerer to repeat their position. If the questioner wants more information from the answerer, she asks for a reason by saying something like, fundamental particles exist because, and then the answerer can give their reason. And when the answerer accepts the thesis and then later goes back on it, accepting the opposite of what she originally accepted, she gets a strike, or a tsa. And no one likes to get a strike, do they? So the answerer must avoid at all costs getting a dreaded strike. And those are the rules of Wisdom Duels. Now go find yourself a wisdom partner and start probing the depths of reality.